what about? Are you familiar with the conspiracy that Wayfair was selling children online?
I am familiar with it. I did not look into it. It seemed too ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
It wasn't as good as the pizza one.
The Pizzagate?
Pizzagate was good. That was good stuff.
Can you refresh our memory on what exactly Pizzagate involved?
Pizzagate, so the U.S. Senate, like the higher-ups, would email about getting pizza.
Yeah.
But the people thought that the pizza meant children.
Yeah.
And they thought that they were getting children to kill the children and take their adrenochrome, of course, to give them extended life.
Right.
And this all happened at what was it called? It was like it's not ping pong pizza. It's something like that.
Is it Comet?
Comet Pizza.
Yeah.
That's right. In Washington D.C., where they thought that they were holding children underground under the pizza place,
under the basement.
Yeah. And then a guy went in there with a gun and shot someone.
A guy actually shot somebody there?
A guy shot someone that worked there.
And so the whole time they're just like a popular pizza chain?
Yeah, they're like I think they were a pretty popular chain in Washington,
Hillary
D.C.
loved it, yeah.
Hillary's
favorite spot.
Yeah, Bill loved it.
But they thought they would request like different toppings and stuff, and they thought that was like the variety of children.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. They'd be like, we want one jalapeno pizza, and they're like, oh shit, they're getting Mexican children. Shit like that.
Yeah, but after this, what about the Crown Heights basement, the tunnel?
It does sound like a conspiracy theory. It's hilarious that that's real because it would have sounded so racist if you said that was real 2 weeks ago.
Well, I mean, everyone in the Midwest has been saying it for hundreds of years. They're like, Jews live in tunnels underground.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they open the paper. They're like, I was right.
Right.
I was right about the damn Jews. And do you guys? How much do you guys know about it?
I don't know a lot. I don't really know what the point of the tunnels were.
So what happened was there was the sect in Crown Heights was led by this guy, and he was their Messiah. What? And so this one rabbi was like the Messiah of the people of that sect of Judaism, and like a small percentage of them, when he died, was saying he was still alive and was still the Messiah. And a much larger sect was saying, no, he's not alive. He is dead. And you are all crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
And he wasn't the Messiah.
And he's not the Messiah. Well, no, maybe that he was the Messiah, but not anymore.
You guys are crazy. Yes, he was the Messiah.
But he wasn't.
Dead. But
he's dead now.
Yeah.
And the other ones that were like, he's alive, they went to court. And the ones who didn't think he was alive won the court case for like whatever. And so they banned the crazier Jews.
Oh, really?
So they banned the crazier ones. So they were also digging tunnels under to expand the real estate of the synagogue. But they were also, which also does sound anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
really
but
does.
Is what they were doing. And the other Jews that were banned were digging to get in so that they could use the synagogue when no one was in there.
This really set back progress by decades.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the moral of the story is some stereotypes are true.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Jews love to dig.
This is like a great time to introduce our guest for the podcast.
Also, classic Jew Eitan Levine was telling me that synagogue is like one of the biggest synagogues in the world.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like one of the top synagogues
Because of the tunnels under that expanded the real estate.
Because they were
added to it.
They were trying to get to number one.
They thought it was so cool that they expanded the real estate.
See, I thought they were doing like nefarious stuff down there, like it was a way to like get away from their wives and go. Maybe that's just anti-Semitic of me.
What do they need to do to get away from their wives? They already make them shave their heads.
That's
and
true.
Yeah.
Let them do nothing but raise children.
Weren't there like kids in the tunnels? Like when they like opened them up the other day, there's kids running around.
If you were a kid when you hang out in a tunnel,
yeah.
I guess if it's that or the synagogue, and I'm in the Hasidic community, I would go for the tunnel. Yeah.
When I was in high school, we used to go to an insane asylum in Haaville and just walk around the basements. And then a cop came and he goes, "Don't go down there. Crackheads fuck prostitutes down there." Wow. I go, that would have been cool to see.
that would have been cool to see.
Yeah.
Well, after this, welcome to another episode of Echo Chamber with Joe and Trent. I, of course, am Trent.
And I, of course, am Joe.
And today we have a guest.
That's right.
I'm Joe Trent. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. We're here with Joe Trent.
Yeah.
No, my former mentor, very funny comedian, Tim McLaughlin.
Tim McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. You
we'll
could
put
still
the pause track in right there.
Trent, former mentor. Trent could still learn to learn a little, you know?
Well, with sentences like that, you...
Shut up. I'm off now.
Right. I don't like how literate Trent has been lately.
I need to drink from my Billy Joel cup.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
So you can taste the sorrow of Long Island.
Absolutely. I'm shocked that we have that here, and that's not something you brought into this place.
That's actually mine.
I know.
Did you see Billy Joel?
I saw Billy Joel.
How was it?
Oh, it was great. He's the piano man.
I know. He really is. My friend saw him 2 days ago, and I was fucking like legit jealous.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go see damn Billy Joel.
Yeah. Well, you should go. He's only got a few. He's ending his Madison Square Garden residency.
So are you a big Billy Joel guy?
Not really.
Did you go with like your aunt or something, or your parents or something?
My family came to visit me.
That's awesome.
And they wanted to go. We went to Billy Joel. It was a fun time. It was actually my ex-girlfriend's cup.
Damn.
And I got it in the divorce.
That's crazy that you could go to a Billy Joel concert and then the relationship could deteriorate after that.
I know.
You think it would last forever?
Well, you've hit the peak.
It really was all downhill after that.
Yeah.
I got the Billy Joel cup. She got the Nintendo Switch.
She was a bit of an uptown girl up on the Upper West Side.
Yeah. She still is, but we don't need to get into that. Anyway, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, this is the only podcast where two comedians, sometimes three,
what up?
Read articles from the Wall Street Journal because one of us gets it for free at work.
That's right, but don't worry, Tim. We're going to do all the reading.
So wait, you get the Wall Street Journal for free at work, and then you take your scissors from home and cut the little
it's a fucked up system we have. Yeah.
You don't just bring the Wall Street Journal home and
it's too much to open up.
No, we bring it home.
We bring it home first. Yeah, he doesn't clip them out of work.
Is it your work?
Well,
one of us.
Oh,
him
wow.
could be me.
One of us works from home. So.
I see. One of us should get we should get the Wall Street Journal where I work.
Where do you work now?
I work at Luna Park. We do corporate game shows. We do game shows for corporate team building.
Wow, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a nice time.
That does sound fun. No Wall Street Journals?
No, but we got a fucking ass load of Pop-Tarts. So that's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
That's nice.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite flavor?
Pop-Tart?
You know what? And this guy is counter. If anyone knows anything about me, they know I don't really like cherries. But I think cherry Pop-Tarts are the best one.
Yeah, because that has nothing to do with a real cherry.
No, it's good artificial cherry flavor.
Right. They got the sprinkles.
Yeah, and I don't really like strawberries that much, but I love artificial strawberry flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So those two, strawberry.
I like
cherry.
brown sugar.
Yeah, nice
cinnamon.
brown sugar toasted.
We got a ton of those. We got a bunch.
You should have brought some over.
I didn't know. I should have thought about it.
Now, do you like them toasted or do you like them raw?
Well, I eat them raw at work because all we have really is an air fryer, and I don't have any fucking condoms. We don't air fry them. No. But yeah, I just raw dog them at work.
Yeah,
that's
I'm a raw
badass,
dog
dude.
man myself. Anyway, Joe, you want to give us a rundown of the stories we'll be covering this week?
Yeah, absolutely. So first we're going to be hearing about a crisis happening at Boeing.
Oh, shit, I've heard about this.
That's right.
Well, we'll also be covering work from home people. They're insider trading.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know about that.
I heard about that, too.
We're also going to hear about Disney day drinkers are pissed off because they removed a trashy mascot from Epcot.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
You know all these stories?
Yeah.
We should have found some newer stories.
Well, we're also more news, further information on the Boeing cockpit door flying off the plane.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to double down on that.
Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did hear about that. That one I actually did hear about.
All right, and then we're going to take a dip into the personal journal, one of our favorite parts of the Wall Street Journal, to hear about a guy who commutes into work every day in New York City from Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I know about that guy.
And UFO clubs, they're not so out there anymore. Many people are more people are joining them now.
That's
Did you hear
true.
about that?
Yeah, that's true. I want to be in a UFO club myself. I just can't afford the dues.
Yeah. Well, we got Pop-Tarts.
I'm a big UFO guy. I love UFOs.
Yeah.
I think they're real now. I mean,
Well,
they said they're real.
After the Miami thing,
The Miami thing.
are you fucking? Have you been living under a fucking rock? I
No, I heard about that.
I guess
Oh, wait,
I'm the
no,
only
no,
guy.
no. Yeah. That was crazy. I did hear about that.
Thanks.
But I was more talking about the guy who testified in front of Congress saying that they're real and in the Pentagon.
Well, we may get
yeah.
into that in our story.
All right, let's
And
go.
I have heard of it. But yeah, I knew about that too.
Well, we won't jump the gun yet. Because first we're going to hear a little story from the Wall Street. This is from the Wall Street Journal, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And the headline, Crisis puts focus on Boeing again.
Oh, because their X4s or whatever, like I think they were named after like the fucking X-Men planes. They kept like not taking off. Remember? They'd have to like the 767s or whatever.
Yeah, so it's the 737 MAX.
The Max.
The Max.
You know
That's
that.
right.
You're familiar
Yeah,
with
the
that.
last thing Boeing...
I knew it had an X.
Yeah, it's the Max jet. And the last thing they needed was more trouble with it.
I know.
Yeah, as you know, they've been riddled with problems. The company had just started to regain its footing after years of tumult. Is that a word? Tumult? Around the popular but troubled line of narrow-body jets when a MAX 9 operated by Alaska Airlines had a structural failure Friday night.
You don't want many failures on a plane. Structural, probably towards the top.
That might be one of the worst.
I would much rather have like a flight attendant failure or
Yeah.
like something
Number
like
one,
that.
engine failure. That's the number one you don't want.
Yeah.
Number two, I would have to say structural.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Have you ever had a straight flight attendant, straight guy? It seems weird.
I mean, you just
It's
don't
off-putting.
know. I mean, you know when they are gay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But you don't know when they're on the line of, are they not gay?
Sometimes when they're not gay, I'm like,
I had a
can we
flight
get a professional in here?
I had a flight attendant that was so fucking cheeked up one day. This dude's ass was insane.
Really?
No.
Yes.
Tell me more, slower.
You could
Was he knocking drinks off of fucking...
you could set your drinks on it. It was incredible. My man was fucking prancing down the aisles, double cheeked up.
Damn.
I was like, I'm gonna have to take myself to the Mile High Club. This dude's ass is fucking incredible.
That seems like a tough job for a guy who's cheeked up. I mean,
I
that's
know.
a narrow little passage.
Well, it wasn't big. It was just like perfectly shaped.
That was like
Oh.
a bubble butt.
Yeah,
It
like
wasn't wide. It was...
It wasn't wide because he
Yeah.
was like a in shape guy, but he
Sure.
was for sure a bottom. You can't be I mean, imagine if he's a top. He's got an ass like that, keeping it from the world.
It's not fair. It's not right. It's unjust.
Not right at all. It's fucked up.
But maybe a sub would be into that, like just knowing that it's...
Oh yeah, one guy
know?
just gets off at the thought that he could never have
Being
it.
denied.
Yeah.
I know. I'm getting hard.
Yeah, I'm rock hard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, anyway, Boeing was trying to shake loose from financial and reputational damage caused when a smaller 737 variant, the MAX 8, was involved in two crashes in 2018 and 2019 that killed 346 people and forced a global grounding of the planes for nearly 2 years. Do you guys remember that?
I remember
They would do
that.
nosedives in the middle of the air. And
Yes.
There's nothing they could do to undo it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a software issue.
Oh,
Wow.
that's probably number 3.
Software issue, yeah.
issue.
Engine, structural, software.
And then 4 is when they don't have coffee.
Yeah. We had my flight almost got fucking canceled once because they couldn't de-thaw the water inside of the plane because it was so cold it froze. And I guess FAA regulations, you have to have like enough water for one toilet. I was like, everyone can just hold it. It's a 2-hour flight. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, just fucking,
Yeah.
let's take off.
was
Just give me an extra cup.
crazy.
I'll take a piss into that.
They should have just been like, everyone go to the bathroom now and get on the flight. We're
Right.
serving nothing.
Run back into the airport, take a piss, and come back in.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Everyone gets one pretzel. Well, anyway, Boeing was cleared in 2020 by the FAA to resume deliveries and has been trying to ramp up output to meet demand from airlines that have been waiting for the company's best-selling plane. That's what's crazy. This is the highest #1 best-selling plane of all time, and every year they either crash or fucking door blows
Yeah,
off.
I couldn't name another type of airplane besides Boeing.
No, me neither. A 737 is the only one I've ever heard
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
I mean, they have a bunch of different kinds, like 737, 747. That just depends on the size.
Right.
I used to try for a while doing a bit about planes because they're called an Airbus.
Yeah. Why
And
are
I
they
was
called
like,
that?
I don't know, but I was like, planes need to have better self-esteem. I was like, you're not just an Airbus. And you know who liked that? No one.
We both like it. That's
It
pretty
never
funny.
fucking worked.
I think it has legs. You should try it out again. Maybe the world just wasn't ready.
Yeah,
Some bits aren't quite big enough for the stage.
that's true.
But they're big enough for a living
They
room.
just soar too high.
Yeah, dude. Boeing's been under pressure to increase production of the MAX after deliveries of the model in September fell to their lowest level in more than 2 years. Production of the 737 was all but halted this last summer of 2023 because of a snafu involving misdrilled holes in fuselages.
Jeez.
Production's accelerated November, and in December, Boeing asked operators of newer 737 MAXs to inspect the planes for potential loose bolts in the rudder system. Now Boeing will face fresh investigations by officials in the U.S. and abroad.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so misdrilled holes, they can't get anything right. They're crashing them. They're fucking blowing up.
Yeah, that's wild. We actually have another. We have another story that involves Boeing.
Yeah, tell us more about the door blowing off.
Well, this, my friends, is from the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Headline: Blowout reveals cockpit door vulnerability on jet.
Ooh.
wow.
After an emergency exit-sized hole opened in the side of Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 at 16,000 feet,
It's pretty high.
a separate chaotic episode erupted when the cockpit door mysteriously flew open.
I bet it was from all the air zooming around them.
Well, that's what I thought.
Not much of a mystery. You're going really fast in the air.
That's what I thought too, Tim.
They go, we
Yeah.
should have thought about the air.
Yeah.
But
You think a ghost pulled it open?
no, actually, it was. I guess it was meant to do that.
Oh, really?
Oh, good.
The pilots were subjected to the deafening wind and noise from the back of the plane. It also made the cockpit accessible to anyone inclined to try to force their way in. What the flight crew didn't know at the time, federal investigators said Monday, was that it was supposed to happen that way. Boeing had designed the cockpit door to open during a rapid decompression incident, they said. The company just hadn't said so in the manual.
That's
Put that in the manual.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
one's
You know
on
what?
us. Yep.
My bad, I forgot.
I
Yeah.
do like that. They're like, actually, that was supposed to do that.
Yeah, why would you even
And
mention it?
we forgot. We forgot to tell you, but it does do that.
Yeah, so none of these mistakes have been accidents.
Yeah.
The two that nosedive, we also forgot to put that in the manual.
We
It's
forgot
actually
to
kind
put
of supposed to happen.
And actually, no one liked any of the people on that plane, and we wanted them all to die.
See, when a manual's over 100 pages, people tend not to read it all. So we try to keep it as thin as
We're
possible.
more of a pamphlet company.
Well, even veteran aviation safety experts and former regulators said they weren't aware of this design feature. Some said it appears to expose a security flaw that now must be addressed. Quote, there was a lot of energy put into getting those doors secured, so they only opened from the pilot's side, said Ray White, a former regional director of Transportation Security Administration.
Jesus Christ.
To find out that they blow out in an emergency, boy, that is a vulnerability.
Yeah. He's right. What if the air's got a box cutter?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. So there was a decompression event happening and it blew off?
Well, because the door flew off.
The emergency exit door flew off midair.
So that I thought was supposed to happen.
No,
No,
the
the-
cockpit door.
Oh, the
opening
cockpit
is
door
supposed to
also
happen.
opened?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah. So if that happened and you felt like, hey, maybe this is my time to try and see the cockpit, steal the plane.
Oh, that's the defense.
That's their time to shine. That's what they're worried about. In case a terrorist blows off the exit door and then
You
tries
think
to
there'd be
make
a better solution for that than blowing off the door to the pilot too? What if you just lock the door to get into the pilot area?
Well,
Like an auto lock.
I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. But the Boeing designed the cockpit door to open.
I think
Right,
I
they
could
just
follow
didn't
this
tell
better
anybody.
if I had the manual. I think I could follow it a
Yeah, we
little
need
bit
the
better.
manual here so Joe can
I mean,
follow.
it's not even in there, so I don't know why you need it. Dude, I'd be so pissed. I'm watching fucking, World's Greatest Showman again is what I like to watch on the plane.
Yeah, that's a good airplane movie.
Fucking exit door blows open. I'm like, they're fucking doing the song. Now I can't freaking hear it.
You're watching Shrek 2, on an overseas flight.
Yeah. Anyway, Boeing declined to comment.
Ah, damn.
They're probably just tied up.
Yeah.
It seems like they have a lot going on.
Yeah, they're fucking up all over the place. I think we should get Boeing stock now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think they'll
for
bounce
the
back?
comeback.
It's
Come up.
probably about as low as it's going to get.
They've got, nothing that seems to happen affects the popularity of the Max. People love that plane.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
They go ground them all you want.
Count them all you want. We're still buying them.
Wow. So they're just fucked now, basically.
Yeah, Boeing's fucked.
This would be a great time to start our own airplane line.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should get in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got money to throw down.
I got nothing.
I'm up from Vegas, baby. I'll throw a couple hundred
Yeah,
on
Joe
it.
went to
What?
Vegas. He
I'm
won
the first
big.
man to walk out with extra money.
Wow. How much did you
Crazy.
win?
Grand. Big old
Nice.
G's.
What were you playing?
Little blackjack.
Oh, yeah, that's
little
good.
craps.
Nice.
Little baccarat. Have you ever played baccarat?
I've never played Baccarat.
It's like heads or tails.
Yeah.
High stakes heads or tails.
That's cool.
For $100.
Nice. Never played
said,
Baccarat. Oh, cool. I play
And it worked.
blackjack mostly. I'm mostly a blackjack
I love
man.
blackjack. Yeah, it's fun. We should go to Atlantic City and have
I
a
love to play
real
craps as
sloppy
well.
time. Speaking of sloppy times, this is an article from the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, yeah.
Headline: Disney Day Drinkers Club feuds with Epcot over trashy mascot. Outrage erupts after Binny, a garbage can adopted by tippling superfans, is moved.
Damn, I hate that. I've drank around the world several times at
Have you?
Epcot.
Have
Oh,
you?
yeah.
I've never been.
It's very fun. You start at England, you end at Mexico, and then one time when you're at Mexico, Taron Killam and Kobe Smulders are at the table next to you.
Oh, really?
And your friend Sabbath starts crying and trying to hug Kobe Smulders, telling her, you as Robin in How I Met Your Mother was the greatest thing that's ever happened in my
Wow.
life. And then your friend Andrew is so embarrassed, and I cannot stop laughing, and I was absolutely shit-faced. And then I went back to our room, and I took a fucking insane shit, clogged the toilet, and then one of the little Disney guys had to come and unclog it.
Oh, wow.
Boy, do I have the club for you.
And I was like, send Benny in to fix it, I said.
Did you take a picture with Benny, the trash
I didn't
can?
know about this Benny character.
Yes, it's a famous. I guess it's only been the mascot for a few years now, but it's like they're obsessed. So, the Walt Disney World staff at Disney Epcot theme park recently decided to relocate a nondescript garbage can. For the trash bin's thousands of admirers, Disney's decision to tinker with it was rubbish.
Damn,
Yeah.
good
Wow.
writing.
The receptacle in question is more beastly than beautiful, Tim.
Oh,
Roughly 4 feet tall, grayish in color. Ugh, terrible for a trash can.
oh yeah.
And dinged with lovingly documented scratches and rivets, the trash can has been baptized by a Roman Catholic priest. Its name is Benny.
Roman Catholic priests will do anything for people to buy them drinks.
You think that's why?
I got kicked in the nuts by a priest once.
Also, I
Really?
didn't know a priest is allowed to baptize a trash can. You think
do
there would be
whatever
some
he wants.
parameters?
I mean, it just proves that God's not real and that your fucking religion's a fucking sham, but that's okay.
Well, for the last 2 years, Benny has reigned as the official mascot of the Disney Day Drinkers, a fan club based at the theme park, also known as D3.
Cool.
The group was started by self-proclaimed Disney adults who enjoy socializing over signature cocktails at various bars inside of Walt Disney World. Wow. Benny's founding story, detailed on the Trash Can's very own page on the club's website, starts in late 2021 when some D3 members were drinking around the world, a common pastime at Epcot.
I've done it twice. I
Yeah.
did it I did it on a Friday, and then I did it that very next Saturday.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then that Sunday, I vomited at 8 p.m. because I was so hungover.
Oh, wow.
That seems to be like that. It seems like they go hard at this place. It sounds
Yeah.
fun. D3 members also started a tradition of visiting Benny to pay homage to the mascot who the club's website says is always trashed.
These
Sounds
people.
like Tim.
Shut up. I'm fine. These people are losers. Oh, our mascot, the trash can is gone. Shut up.
The group's Facebook page racked up hundreds of posts showing members posting Benny, families plastered Benny with stickers and placed knit koozies on it. Then in September, the clock tolled midnight for Benny, in a move only an evil stepsister could love.
Oh.
Disney staffers spirited the can away from its usual spot in front of the Rose and Crown pub sign to a new location in front of the Sportsman's shop. The club's discussion page exploded in outrage, with grumpy D3 members complaining they didn't know which bin was Benny anymore.
Oh, they can't tell the trash cans apart.
Fucking racist.
Meanwhile, there's two wars raging in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Benny. Someone's like, what about Israel and Palestine? Shut up, my favorite trash can is gone.
They moved Benny.
I don't care about the children of Gaza.
I'm an adult children.
Yeah.
Too many people were lining up for photos with Benny. That was the problem. It was blocking the pub's entrance and causing safety issues.
Oh, jeez.
Says Disney staffers. Moving Benny was a big deal, says Cher, the founder, because not Cher, the famous singer, somebody else.
I gotta move this trash can away.
Disney superfans' obsessive attention to detail and fandom that can border on fanaticism. They should shut it down. They should shut Disney World down.
Disney is tight, though.
Yeah.
Never been.
I want to go.
No desire to go.
Dude, it's fun. It's like kind of, well, you don't drink.
No.
But it's cool. You don't drink. I mean, you don't need to go to Disney.
If you drank, you would love
Yeah,
Disneyland.
dude, you would love it. You would love it maybe too much.
Dude, it is cool, though. They got a lot of cool shit there. It's pretty insane.
Yeah? Did you
Yeah.
go when they had the Mos Eisley Cantina?
I don't give a fuck about all that Star
Did you
Wars
go to Moe's
bullshit.
Tavern?
I didn't go to any of that stuff.
Did
I
they have Moe's?
thought that was at
That's
Universal.
Universal.
Maybe Universal,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Disney owns The Simpsons.
Shut
now.
up,
Oh, they have
stupid.
a Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyway, some nerds are mad the trash can got moved. That's pretty much the whole story.
Wow.
Bummer.
By the way, front page of the Wall Street Journal.
That was on the front page?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some guys are
Well,
mad
it's
they
an
moved the
important
trash can.
story.
It is important.
They moved the trash
Anything
can.
to take down Bob Iger.
That's all part of DeSantis' plan, I think.
You think this is a DeSantis plan?
Yeah, it's good. Let them fight among themselves.
God, what a loser. Ron
Yeah,
DeSantis,
it's crazy.
Take politics out of it altogether. The man is a fucking loser. Just look at him walk around, stare people down. I want to call him a slur that you can't say anymore.
Yeah, I have to take politics out of it for him to be a loser, because when I put him back in, he rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I mean, I'm voting for him. But he's a loser.
We need more losers in the White House.
He can't talk to anybody. He can't talk to, like, children. They come up to
People
him and they're
hate
like,
his ass.
Yeah.
Everyone who meets him is like, this guy fucking sucks.
yeah. Dude, there's videos of him, like, in Iowa and shit, and he's, like, having beers with people, and he's just like... Yeah, having a couple beers. Like, I don't drink a lot, but me and my wife might have like one or two here and there. So.
He's like an NPC.
It's crazy. Like,
An
no one
NPC
knows what to say next.
running
It's insane.
Dude, I watch these guys play slots online, and
How the fuck would you...
I'm cool and fun. I'm like a cool guy that does
Slots
cool
is
stuff.
barely interesting enough to watch yourself do.
Yeah, and
What do
these,
you watch this on YouTube?
Yeah, and I think these two guys that do it, they do it like online slots. So they record their computer screen, and then
God.
then they talk to each other. I think they're NPCs. It's crazy how boring these two guys are.
Have you ever seen
that why you watch it?
the
Yes.
NPCs in the streets of New York, like that pink-haired guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you just want to fucking punch him in the face?
I want to butt fuck him, see what he thinks about that.
Oh, that was my second.
Yeah, I'd be like, what do you think about this? He'd be like, I don't know.
Have you guys ever been to Roosevelt Island? There's a place
No.
crawling in NPCs.
Really?
It doesn't seem like a real place.
That's where Billy Crystal lives in City Slickers.
Really?
Yeah, he lives on Roosevelt Island. And I told Michael we should move there. It looks nice. And then I looked it up, and it is fucking really expensive.
Yeah.
You got to take a damn fucking string pod to fucking get into this.
Yeah, you gotta take the tram.
You got to take the tram. I couldn't think of the name.
String
pod
pod's
is-
great.
You got to take it into the city every day. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, you got to take a fucking boat or a string
Yeah,
pod
but
to
the
land
view,
her off
the
of that
view
thing.
would be cool.
The view would be cool. All right, let's all go to Roosevelt Island.
Let's end the podcast.
We're going to Roosevelt Island. We're going to play internet slots.
Well, Joe, you're familiar with working from home.
I sure am, Trent.
And Tim, you're familiar with insider trading.
That's true.
This is from the Wall Street Journal. Headline:
Okay.
Work from home era spawns pillow talk, insider trading. Lawyers say recent cases have arisen from daily routine of couples working remotely. Stephen Texera,
Made up name.
Stephen Texera's use of his girlfriend's laptop began innocently enough when she asked him to keep an eye on her work email while she went to fitness classes and ran errands.
Why don't you do your job, bitch?
What the hell? Wait, this
I
bitch
got
is
my
like,
own job.
this bitch is like, hey, Stephen Texera.
It's her boyfriend. She calls him by his full name.
You watch my laptop.
Will you work for me while I go work out and do
And
errands?
spend your money.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, go on.
As they weathered the pandemic from their apartment in Queens, New York.
Oh my God, that's
They're
where we
locals.
are
That's
now.
right,
Where we are
Yeah.
right now. He gave in to temptation. His sweetheart worked as an executive assistant at Morgan Stanley, and her calendar invites included meetings about planned mergers and acquisitions that involved the investment bank. Texera, a compliance executive at a payment processing company whom she intended to marry, used the information to trade in advance of the deals.
Oh.
It netted him thousands in profits, promises of Rolex watches from friends he tipped off, and the scrutiny of federal officials probing insider trading.
This is where he fucked up. You have to keep this
Yeah.
to yourself.
He's a better friend than I, because if I knew about insider trading where I could make loads of money, I wouldn't
Yeah.
tell a single soul.
Dude, if
I would forget that it's a crime and tell everybody.
Here's the thing.
Oh, you can't do that, right?
I'm with Joe. I would also, but I'm a blabbermouth. You
Yeah.
can't
Me too.
You can't tell my ass shit because I tell Jeff Sheen, and Jeff Sheen tells everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this guy, he pleaded guilty to a dozen fraud charges in June.
You never plead guilty. That was his first mistake.
Yeah,
that's
you
his
should have
first-
pled
well,
not
that's the
guilty.
second mistake. Telling people was his first.
That's true.
Wow.
There's a rich history in securities fraud of
bet there
pillow
is.
talk cases in which insider traders glean confidential information from romantic partners. The COVID era offered a twist. Secrets weren't spilled in the bedroom or over a bottle of wine, but during the humdrum routine of two adults working from home.
Damn. We got to get into finance, start butt fucking some of these guys and getting their secrets out of them.
Dude, here's the thing. I know I would never do this because you could show me insider information and I wouldn't know what it meant.
Yeah,
they'd be like,
it's
"We're gonna
all
go
above
public."
my
Yeah,
head.
they'd be
I
like,
wouldn't
"We're going
understand.
public," and I'd be like, "I don't know what to do with that."
These two companies are merging. Oh,
That's cool.
Nice.
what does that mean for me?
What's for
I guess
dinner?
I'll keep living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. I'll keep having my girlfriend pay my rent.
I guess I'll buy more Doge.
Another recent case snared a boyfriend who was training to work for the Federal Bureau of Investigation, also known as the FBI.
Oh.
Seth Markin pleaded guilty in
Not a
December
made-up name.
to trading on information he purloined from his lawyer girlfriend
Purloined?
and associate.
Just
in
say
the
got.
In the
Fucking try to be smart ass motherfucker.
Purloined is crazy. No one's ever said that out loud.
Yeah, who is that for? Fucking the 9 guys from Yale that are reading this?
I would throw my drink in somebody's face if they said purloined.
Yes, I'd be like, go back to Yale, you fucking bitch. I've been watching a lot of Gilmore Girls.
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Rory goes to Yale.
really?
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never watched Gilmore.
It's a
Girls.
great show.
Maybe Trent and I will fire it up tonight.
It is sick. It is a sick show that you can just turn on.
Is it actually good? Is it entertaining?
It's
Like,
very. It's actually very funny.
Yeah.
The kids say the R word on it a lot.
That's cool.
Oh, well, I'm in.
That's cool.
This one
Say
kid,
no more,
This
I'm
one
in.
kid called another kid the R word.
Nice.
I was like, this show is really good.
I didn't know Gilmore Girls fucked like that. I didn't know it was.
It was on the
That was
CW.
a different time.
It was a different time.
And a lot of it is funny and it's very easy to watch.
Yeah, doesn't require a lot.
No, you can just turn it on and it's just like, just keeps the mood.
Yeah.
It just keeps the mood chill.
Yeah.
We watched the new season of Fargo. You guys watched that?
Yeah,
I started it. I haven't gotten
Fucking
very far.
awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
And then the newest episode got me up here.
Oh, really? I haven't seen the newest.
You're
episode.
amped.
I was up here.
Wow.
And so then I'm like, Micah, we got to turn on Gilmore Girls.
Yeah,
I got to
you-
get back
you-
down
You
here.
need to level out.
You were
need to
stressed
level out.
You're fucking stressed.
Yeah, normally I will go from Fargo and then I'll watch Justified, but I was like, I can't be watching Justified. I'm
have
too
a heart
up here.
attack.
I
You'll have a heart
love
attack.
hearing about your shows.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a weekly rundown?
I always like giving you a call, hearing about your shows, what you're watching.
I'll wake up in the morning, I'll turn on an episode of King of the Hill.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Oh,
King of the
that's
Hill.
good
That's
stuff.
a good morning
Gets you in the
show.
right frame of mind.
Yeah. It also gets Micah out of bed because she doesn't really like it. So then I can have
So
the
she's
bed to
annoyed by the
myself.
sound of it, and she gets up.
Well, and I'll turn on especially a Cotton Hill episode, and she gets super annoyed by Cotton Hill. Whoops. Almost dropped the microphone.
Having somebody annoy you out of bed is a good way to start the day.
Yeah.
least you
Well,
can
I do
tell.
a lot of snuggling and kissing, and I keep talking about how it's such a wonderful day.
Yeah. That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah,
I wake
I've heard
up-
you're kind of the snuggle king.
I wake up in the morning, I go, "Good morning, everyone." No, I'm not fucking around.
I believe it.
I
too.
go, "Good
Yeah.
morning, everyone. I hope we all have a wonderful day today." And then I'll give Micah a bunch of kisses, and then I'll give the cat a bunch of kisses, and then I go, "Kiss time over."
Does anybody kiss you back, or is it kind of a one-way kiss?
Kind of a one-way thing.
Yeah, that's kind of
you
what I
hate to hear
envision.
that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll lay in bed and I'll just do this.
To you?
I'll point at my own cheek to get Micah to kiss me.
Yeah.
She fucking.
Oh, that's fun.
She's like, I have work to do, or
I
whatever.
can see her scrambling out of bed.
Well, in 2021, this lady whose boyfriend used her
Steven
insider trading-
Teixeira.
No,
Steven
this is a different guy. Seth
Texana.
Markin, the FBI guy.
Oh,
She was working
yeah.
on a pharmaceutical acquisition from her one-bedroom apartment where Markin spent days at a time. According to prosecutors, she trusted him because he told her he had a security clearance, was going to be an FBI agent, and wanted to marry her.
Baby, everything's going to be okay.
Prosecutors said Markin passed on tips that led to at least 20 people trading based on confidential information. Quote, "I knew that my behavior was wrong," Markin told the judge during his plea hearing. He is scheduled to be sentenced in March. Representatives for the FBI declined to comment.
Judge, listen. I know what I did was wrong, but I'm trying to open my own business. Seth Markin's Soft Merkins. Is that something that anyone in here would be interested in?
And wow, I'd invest in
Yeah,
yeah.
Seth Markin's Soft Merkins.
Yeah, dude.
I would invest, but only if I knew what was their next step was going to be. I
next
would need
step-
some insider information.
Well, the next step is to get people to get alopecia. So
Yeah.
we're gonna poison the waters,
Right.
And then they'll have to buy our Soft Merkins to cover their fucking penises and vaginas.
Seth Markins.
I would, if I got alopecia and it affected my pubes, I would just leave it. I don't need the hair there. It's the hassle.
Yeah, what does
You're
it
gonna
matter?
be so freaking cold in the winter.
You get a dick scarf.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. There's an idea.
Yeah, there's your-
I'm looking for investments
Forget
right
Soft
now.
Merkin.
Dick
We can
scarf
do-
ain't bad.
We can do all the NFL teams, all the NBA teams.
Yeah. We have to get the rights, of course, but
Yeah.
Now this is a wild part of the story. In Texera's case, he was aided by a mouse jiggler
what?
he bought that ensured his girlfriend's laptop wouldn't lock when she was using it.
Oh wow! What
Wow.
a fucking scummy piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
So wait, this guy just bought a thing that like.
So she stays online. She's also a scumbag because she's like, I'm going out for 4.5 hours. Make sure the mouse jiggler's on so I don't get locked out.
No, I don't think she knew about the mouse jiggler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he bought it without her knowledge, so her laptop would never lock.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's smart.
I didn't even know those existed.
I have one.
You have a mouse jiggler.
My brother got me one as like a prank joke gift for Christmas to be like, you could just do this instead of working your job. So it,
yeah,
like,
so you
keeps
can edit
active.
your videos and your sketches and
yeah.
stuff. That's not really a joke. I mean,
Yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah. Luckily, I work from home, so I can just move the mouse
Yeah.
myself. But
in case you need to go out on location to film something on location.
I need a thing that when my boss gets out of his chair, it pops up what I'm supposed to be doing instead of me editing videos.
Yes.
Because I edit so many videos and I sit right behind my boss. And sometimes my headphones are on and I don't notice that he gets up and then he's looking at what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm editing a video instead of producing a game show.
But, I mean, you get the game show done, right?
I mean, I don't have to really do shit unless things fuck up. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty fine.
You're just like fucking damage control?
Yeah.
Perfect job for you.
Yeah.
These fucking cocksuckers, they don't know. Like, they'll message me. They'll be like, my camera doesn't work. I'll be like, listen here, cocksucker.
Wow.
Have you ever thought about enabling it through your browser, you fucking idiot? And they go, oh, I didn't think about that. Thanks. And I go, shut up.
So you're kind of the IT guy.
Yeah, fucking alpha dog. These
Yeah, it
people.
sounds like you're fucking total alpha over there.
Well,
Rocks, man.
one thing hasn't changed since the earliest days of pillow talk. It is usually the men who can't resist the urge to take advantage of their confidential information.
Hate to hear it.
Insider trading is an equal opportunity crime, said Dixie Johnson, a partner at a law firm who advises companies on how to avoid such situations. But the cases we usually see have involved men doing the trading. Female romantic partners haven't always been innocent bystanders. In 2002, adult movie star Katherine Gannon, known on screen as Marilyn Starr, friend of the show, welcome anytime,
Friend of the show, welcome anytime.
pleaded guilty to trading on tips from an investment bank CEO with whom she was having an affair. A decade later, former beauty queen turned hedge fund consultant Danielle Chiesi pleaded guilty to securities fraud for her role in a sprawling insider trading ring. In a sentencing submission, she blamed a toxic relationship with her boss and lover of 20 years, who urged her to get inside information. Not surprisingly, many such
Marilyn
relationships.
Starr.
I looked her up already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
those got to be fake.
I found this motherfucker on Boobapedia. Yeah, those are fake.
What time period is she from? She older now?
Yeah, probably the late 80s.
What's that in her
90s.
hand?
I think she's trying to suck a guy's cock.
Oh, well, what is
wow.
that?
That's either a microphone or a man's
I
penis.
don't like the hairstyle of that time period.
The 80s?
Yeah. Like the.
I think it's all right. Hairspray? You like
I
hairspray?
wonder if she's still alive.
She is, I believe, yeah.
All right. Marilyn Starr, come on the show.
Yeah, I mean,
Friend
she's
of
a
the
friend of the
show,
show.
welcome
Welcome anytime.
All right, cool.
Not surprisingly, many such relationships don't survive. Dexera and his girlfriend split, as did Markin and his. So
Damn.
if you use your girlfriend's job to try to make lots of money without telling her, chances are it probably is not going to work out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm dating somebody and she's got to run to the department store for 2 hours and I have to look at her computer, I'm going to commit one federal crime.
Yeah.
There's at least going to be one.
You're only human.
Yeah.
I feel like you need one of these don't ask, don't tell bitches that just sit there and they're like, my boyfriend's fine. I don't know anything that he does.
Yeah.
Like a mobster's wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hard to
Carmela's
find.
Yeah.
Hard to find a loyal lady.
Well, but what's her? Yeah, that's true. They're always up in your fucking business asking all these damn questions. I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the game show, please.
We have our listenership is 1% female, by the way.
Is that true?
No,
Listen,
it's about 18%.
It's 18.
18%.
But we want to get that number down.
18%. Okay, then never mind. Is bitches? I was gonna apologize,
Yeah.
but now that I heard you're trying to get
A
the number
couple
down,
of them
I'm
are our most loyal fans.
They are. Every like email or anything we get is from a lady.
do you read emails? Are they like, please stop?
Well, it's like one. Yeah, it's like one every 2 months, so it's not hard to keep on.
That's
top
pretty
of it.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, if you like bitches, you should check out the Great Hang podcast. My girlfriend's on it, and she's mean to me every episode.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's a fun
it's
podcast.
amazing.
It's truly amazing.
It's amazing how many unique jokes one person can come up with about Tim being fat and dumb.
Yeah, it was wild.
It's been almost 5 years. She's come up with a new way to do
She
it every
probably
day.
writes 1,000 new jokes a year about how you're dumb and fat.
She doesn't even write them.
No, she
she's
just
like
says
the
them.
Rain Man of doing that.
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
I
remarkable.
commend you for your endurance.
Yeah, she's like Fat Wapner or whatever
Yeah, she's.
because he loves Wapner.
Yeah, I gotta watch Wapner. Definitely gotta watch Wapner.
Yeah, I gotta go make fun of my boyfriend for being fat. Definitely gotta make fun of him for being dumb and fat.
Every day.
But yeah.
That's what gets her out of bed in the morning.
And then if you want to listen to two completely dumb people, you can check out the Tough Questions podcast with me and Jeff Sheen.
Tough questions. Yeah, that's good.
So those were my plugs.
Yeah.
I snuck them in.
You did.
They're both, you snuck them in. Yeah.
Well,
Why wait to the end? Sneak them in now before they tune out. You know.
Well, I figure right after I say all this shit about women, I should probably plug some stuff.
Yeah, but do check out Tim's podcast. They're both great. I love the clips of you and Jeff because you really take the air out of the sails of your guests with those questions. It's amazing to watch them deflate so quickly.
Yeah, me and Jeff really. I mean, we had Micah on the most recent one, and she was in a bad mood before she got on the pod. She was not happy.
Oh,
Something about Jeff repeating their answer back to them and then writing it down is so demoralizing.
I mean, he said so. Jeff and I did. I've told this story a bunch, but we did a commercial for Bird Dog Pants.
Woo!
And they kept being like, "Okay, Jeff," because he says everything with no sense. He's like, sounds like he's just rude sounding.
He's got the same cadence.
Yeah, everything. So they'd be like, "Jeff, say that you love Bird Dog Pants and they're very comfortable," and he'd be like, "I love Bird Dog Pants and they're so comfortable." And they'd be like, "Okay, Tim, say what Jeff just said," and he wasn't in the commercial at all. And they put only me in the commercial. But that, like, he'll be like, "So why don't you have a good relationship with your father?" And they'll be like, "Well, my father left when I was 3 years old." He goes, "Left when you were 3.
Yeah. It stinks. Yeah, it's nice.
Wow.
Well, now we're going to take a little dip into a special section of the Wall Street Journal called the Personal
One
Journal.
of our favorite
sections. We think you're going to like it too.
All right.
Now, this is away from news stories and more slice of life stories in the Personal Journal. And a theme that I've noticed in the Personal Journal is people whose job is writing for the Wall Street Journal, complaining about the lack of money they make, and writing an article that gets published in the Wall Street Journal.
Wait, so a lot of the personal journals are like, "I wish I made more money at the Wall Street Journal."
Yeah, straight up.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm writing this article simply to make more money.
Yeah. So this headline is "Going the Extra 500 Miles." The money, miles, and stamina it takes for a supercommuter to work in one city and live in another. This is from a man named Chip Cutter, who writes for the Wall Street Journal.
This sounds like a pen name.
Yeah. It's great. We're just gonna take a dive.
Just be Turd Cutter at that point.
From Chip Cutter. Sometimes I sleep in a different New York City hotel room every night. On a recent Monday, it was in a midtown Manhattan Hampton Inn. The next night, a budget hotel downtown. Then I moved to a Hyatt in Queens near JFK, where I waited to check in behind a group of pilots and flight attendants. The reason for this madness? My job is in New York, but my apartment is in Columbus, Ohio. When hotel prices are high, I property surf to find a lower rate. For more than a year, to the bafflement of family, friends, and colleagues, I've attempted to live and work as a supercommuter. What began as a post-pandemic experiment of flying to and from New York each week has turned into what I am hesitant to call a lifestyle.
This sucks. This guy's life sucks.
Why would he do that? What's the reasoning?
Let me explain. It sounds like it wouldn't make any sense.
He's got to get to the fucking...
It makes no sense. This is an insane...
The miles for the miles.
That's part of it. The miles, the hotel points. The points. Like many, I moved out of the city early in the pandemic, meaning New York City, relocating near my family in the Midwest. When it came time to return in 2022, I was underwhelmed by the housing options in my price range. I toured one-bedroom studios facing brick walls and climbed crumbling staircases to reach dank apartments with ancient fixtures. I also had grown accustomed to mid-week evening walks with my sister in Ohio.
What
and a short
loser.
drive to see my parents. Yeah,
I grew accustomed to walking around with my sister. Shut up. Your sister better have Down syndrome. Because if your sister's just like
he does.
Because if your sister's just like a regular person, that sucks. If it's not for a special reason, that is lame.
Dude, it's so lame. This guy's life is so lame. Wait, we'll get into it. It just gets worse. Using back of the envelope math, which I don't know what that is, I thought I could keep my expenses, rent in Ohio, plus travel costs at or below the price of a nice New York studio, or roughly $3,200 a month. If it's close to at Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you not just get an apartment in New York?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait. He wants to spend $3,200. That was his budget.
Yeah, which is what he thinks it would cost to live.
Why did he live in Brooklyn?
I know, because he's staying in hotels near JFK.
Yeah.
I don't know what your apartment costs, but my apartment is gigantic, and it costs $3,600 a month.
This whole place is $3,000 a month. Yeah.
This place is nice.
Yeah, it's spacious.
It's 2 bedrooms. It's got a bathroom.
three bedrooms.
Oh, it's 3 bedrooms?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
What's in there?
Another bedroom.
My Lord.
We got bedrooms out the ass. The Journal, meaning the Wall Street Journal, requires office attendance at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And since I commute by choice, I pay all my travel expenses.
Woof.
That's idiotic.
Entering my super commuter era, I had visions of flying to New York on weekday morning, 8,500 points one way on American Airlines, spending the day meeting the sources and filing stories, and retiring to one of my favorite point hotels, the Beekman. Mornings would begin.
The Beekman.
The Beekman. Mornings would begin with a free breakfast thanks to my Hyatt status before a short subway ride to the office. After 2 nights, I'd return to Columbus in my roomy apartment, half the price of a Manhattan studio. Shocking to no one, that fantasy soon came crashing down.
No shit.
Yeah. You're a dumbass, dude.
Yeah, it's the
What
dumbest
a
thing.
dumb-
Also, what a terrible way to live.
Yeah,
You're like
it's
going
horrendous.
hotel to hotel, flying around every fucking
But
week.
for the points, it's all about the points.
Also, your points are on American. Ugh.
yeah, you burn them all to the ground.
Not to be a snob, but fucking fly Delta, bro.
Well, burning points on fancy hotel rooms was the first problem, Tim. The life of a journalist is hard to predict. I repeatedly found myself on deadline and having to rebook flights or stay an extra night, costing me money and miles. Once I was back in the city, it also got harder to say no. Stay an extra night to attend a friend's birthday party or meet a CEO in town just for the day. Sign me up. I didn't want to look at what this guy
But my
looks like.
sister. Anyway.
This guy does look like a motherfucker that'd be walking around with his
Yeah.
sister at night.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, do you and your wife? This is my sister. All right, never mind. Don't come into my restaurant.
To conserve hotel points, I swapped the Beekman's elegant rooms in Lower Manhattan for a Hyatt attached to a casino in Jamaica, Queens.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
My room's
Let's go to that casino, though.
Yeah, for
I
real.
bet it's filled with losers like this guy.
My rooms overlooked a sea of empty parking lot spaces, but required half as many points as Manhattan alternatives. He's writing this as though somebody's putting him in this position besides himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, back of the envelope math is a rough calculation, just typically dotted down on any scrap of paper.
Oh.
Oh. Well, here's where all started falling apart. By summer, with my miles dwindling and New York hotel rates rising, I reluctantly began to rely on the kindness of those around me. Hearing I might need a place, one friend mailed me the keys to her family's unoccupied apartment in New Jersey. Another let me stay in her smartly designed Brooklyn one-bedroom for weeks as she traveled. This is the most annoying sentence in the whole thing.
Is that why it has an exclamation point next to it?
I have a question mark.
Oh.
A cherished desk mate, known for her tell-it-like-it-is demeanor, repeatedly offered a bedroom in her Chelsea loft, handing over the keys with a sometimes expletive-tinged reminder, get a fucking apartment.
Yeah. Well, she's right. She's 100%.
She is right.
Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
you-
wait. This lady tells it like it is. You're a loser. If she told it
Yeah.
like it was, she would throw the keys in dog shit and say, if you really want to stay here, get them out with your mouth.
Who says a cherished desk mate known for her tell-it-like-it-is demeanor?
A loser.
Let's say
a loser
coworker.
who goes on walks with his fucking sister. Well, this guy sucks. I bet
so
this is
bad,
a guy
dude.
who gives motherfuckers popcorn for Christmas. Like the fancy popcorn in the tin.
Oh, you don't like that?
Yeah, it's like,
I
got
like
like a
it,
weird
but
flavor.
But I like that, but I like getting it as
Yeah.
a gift. But dorks always give it to
Yeah,
you.
imagine
Yeah,
giving it.
yeah,
Giving
you're
it's
right.
crazy.
Listen, I'm not turning it down. I actually love that shit. But
Yeah.
dorks are the ones who give it to you.
Imagine turning this into your editor at the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, and then writing in it that you're a journalist. Here's some of my journalism, sir. What a fucking dork.
Yeah. Costs mounted in the fall of New York's prime tourist and business travel seasons. Friends tease me for embracing a life of chaos. They weren't wrong. Without a refrigerator or stove, late night dinners often consisted of yogurt and fruit purchased from 24-hour CVS. Needing to pack light, I stored shoes under my desk and left spare outfits on an office. Get a fucking apartment in New York. What are you
This
doing?
motherfucker his budget is $3,200.
Just to take a walk with your sister every Sunday?
That's so much money.
It's a ton of money.
$3,200.
Yeah, he could find a place in Jamaica, Queens.
Oh my God, he could live in the casino.
And that's just on flights and lodging. That's not on eating and anything else.
Yeah, this-
In the end, believe it or not, the math didn't work.
oh no.
That back of the
I
envelope,
blew
man.
my budget by 15% and drained my miles balance. But I flew so much and stayed in so many hotels that I kept my elite status at Hyatt and American.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. I still enjoy having one foot in the Midwest and one on the East Coast, though I'm not sure how long I can keep it up. I'm writing this from Columbus, where I overlook a beautiful park outside my picture window. My lease is up, but hotel rates in Manhattan this winter have plunged now that the holidays are over. Maybe the New York apartment search can be put off a little longer.
1 foot on the East Coast, 1 foot
So
in the
he's-
Midwest, 2 feet walking with a sister.
Up is What's crazy is he writes all this and is saying, I'm still going to keep doing it.
Jeez,
This guy's
guy.
a dork.
I think he likes being this annoying prick
Work
to
at the
everybody.
Yeah.
Columbus Herald or whatever.
He has no fucking life, dude. This is his life, and he tells everybody about it, and they have to listen to it all day
That's
long.
what he gets. That's how he gets his rocks off.
Look at this picture of him. It's infuriating.
Anyways, you can't even get a. It's a picture with his dog, and
he's
the
going-
dog's blurry.
He's going,
Yeah,
This freaking chip cutter, huh?
Chip Cutter, dude.
Chip Cutter. That's a fitting name.
What
Yeah,
an
dude.
asshole.
Fucking Chip. Total asshole.
Asshole.
That like,
This guy
I'm an
designed-
annoying prick should be
he's a
the
dumbass.
That's such
and
a long article for such an asshole to write. Look at how interesting I am is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you're not interesting. You fucking suck. Everyone around you thinks what you do sucks.
Yeah, they're gonna fire you.
Your beloved desk mate hates you.
Oh, it's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
This is wild. That's the third one of those articles I've read where it's like, they
Yeah.
work at the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, they're working at the Wall Street Journal. They
They
just
can't
can't, make ends meet. It's
Man.
bizarre. Well, that article is driving us apart, but there's a club that's bringing people together.
Hey, that's nice.
It's good to end on a positive note.
We always try to lift us out of the mire.
This
Yeah.
is from the Wall Street Journal, Tim.
Oh.
Interesting.
The headline, UFO clubs aren't so spacey now.
That's right, Tim.
Whoa.
Congressional hearings boost ranks of believers. Dateline, Windsor Locks, Connecticut. For many
That's
years...
close.
It is close.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just a hop, skip, and a jump away?
We're within 3 hours. I bet we're within 3 hours of Windsor Locks. I'm
Somebody
looking
call
it
it
up.
the sixth borough.
For many years, the Connecticut chapter of America's largest UFO research group,
MUFON?
yes, investigated alien life on Earth from the shadows. That wasn't by choice. It was because almost nobody ever came to the meetings at a suburban basement just outside of Hartford.
2 hours and 21 minutes to Windsor Locks, Connecticut.
Fuck
It's
yeah, dude.
105 miles away.
Get in the car.
Let's get in the car and go.
Can we swing by Jamaica, Queens? There's a casino I want to check out.
It's out of the way, but we can go.
All right, cool.
But times are changing. Today, the ranks of the Mutual UFO Network of Connecticut have swelled from 6 to nearly 100.
Wow.
6 to 100.
And the meetups are happening in broad daylight. On the first Saturday of every month, several dozen MUFON members cram into red vinyl booths at AD's Pizzeria in the town of Windsor Locks and spend hours discussing flying saucers over hearty servings of red sauce pizza and grinders.
I bet the people at that pizza place are fucking pissed. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking God. Because they're all autistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like,
right,
can't you be killing children?
They're like, they're in there, they're being like, actually, could you turn down the sound of the games a little bit? They kind of hurt my ears.
We're trying to talk about aliens.
Yeah, I'm actually neurodivergent.
Deeply divergent.
Well, this may be the craziest name we've ever read
Oh, beautiful.
on the podcast.
Old Wickety Bixman.
Dyke Spear Jr.
Wow.
Dyke Spear?
Dyke Spear Jr.
How is that
So
spelled?
there's a Dyke Spear Sr. as well.
They're both clogging something.
Yeah, don't change the name. Keep the name.
An 88-year-old divorce attorney is the guy who used to host meetings in his basement. Born during the Great Depression, Spear is from a generation that didn't have the luxury of talking about aliens or UFOs in public without being labeled a kook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The communist.
Oh, yeah.
He was believed
Round him up.
He has believed in UFOs since he was a kid in 1947 when he heard about a crashed flying disc in Roswell, New Mexico on the radio.
He didn't even see one. He just heard about it.
No,
Yeah.
he heard about it on the radio. The government claimed it was a downed weather balloon, but the incident metastasized into a web of conspiracy theories. In 1984, Spear claims that he saw a hovering craft the size of a Boeing 727
Wow.
near Brewster, New York. And for most of his life, he didn't feel like he could speak freely about it.
Well, those crash all the time. Maybe it was a Boeing.
It could've been a
737.
Yeah.
Those fall out of the sky
Could
every
have been a
day.
boat just absolutely plummeting to earth. Red hot.
Quote, back when I was in court a lot, I tried to share my ideas about UFOs with other lawyers and professionals.
Your Honor.
My client is guilty, but forget that.
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor. My client was abducted.
Yeah.
But people, they apparently they weren't very receptive.
Oh, no. I hate that.
Today, though, you can talk to pretty much anyone about UFOs.
It's true.
The man has a point. There's probably never been a better time to believe in aliens. That's mostly because the federal government quietly admitted in April 2020 that several Navy pilots have encountered unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, while flying around the Pacific Ocean. The feds release videos and say they have no idea who was flying them or where they came from.
Jesus Christ.
You can talk to most people about UFOs now. You know what your girlfriend doesn't want to talk about, though? Chris Chan. My girlfriend hates talking about damn Chris Chan. Do you know Chris Chan?
What's Chris Chan?
You've told me about Chris.
I don't know.
Chris Chan's the most trolled man on the internet. He's
Is he a UFO guy?
he's a lady now, but he also is the most documented person of all time. And he just went to
More than Hitler?
yes. He's literally the most documented
What does
person
that
of all
mean?
time.
Yeah.
It means there's so many videos and
About him?
recordings and just of him and his life. And he recently went to prison for having sex with his own mother.
Yeah, I heard about
He
it.
didn't go to prison for
Well,
that?
he went to jail because she has dementia.
Oh.
But isn't he like
He's fucked up.
obsessed with like Sonic the Hedgehog?
He created his
Oh, he's
own.
one of those.
He created his own comic book where it's a mix of Sonic and Pikachu, of course.
I knew a guy like that.
Of course, called Sonichu.
I knew a guy who made his own Sonic stuff.
Yeah.
It's a type of person. They're out
Did he
there.
fuck his own mom?
Did he fuck his own mom?
He wanted to, like, I might as well have. Yeah.
So this guy.
What is it? There must be something hidden
It's a type
in
of
the
guy.
messaging
It's
in
a type
Sonic.
of guy.
And
Yeah.
neurodivergent. And this gentleman got in trouble for pepper spraying an employee at GameStop in 2017 because the Sonic that they were displaying at the GameStop had the wrong colored arms. And he was trying to color in Sonic's arms to make it look right. And the guy tried to stop him and he got pepper sprayed.
Well, listen, we've all been there.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not the first guy to get maced over Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's not going to be the
He'll
last.
God
But
damn it.
there's probably a 70-part YouTube series on Chris Chan that's like each part is 2 to 3 hours long. I've watched most of them.
Nice, and Micah doesn't like hearing about it?
She hates
Nah,
hearing about
That's
it.
weird. Yeah.
Now, do you rotate from Chris Chan to watching guys play the slot machine?
Yes, I have to chill when I need to chill. I'll
No
bug-
wonder she gets out of the house.
Chris Chan gets me up here, you know, and then I
you
gotta
get back down.
I gotta
Yeah,
chill.
You
with
gotta watch the
Yeah.
slots.
slot guys.
Slots really bring you down.
Yeah.
Skepticism is declining, with 34% of Americans believing UFOs are probably alien ships or are controlled by non-human life forms in 2022, compared with 20% in 1996.
Huh.
according to polls by YouGov and Newsweek.
I do believe there's satellites sent here by alien races to observe us.
Oh, yeah. Same. Count me
Yeah.
in the 35%.
Me too. Bump it up to 35.5% now.
Me and Tim are in, too.
Yeah.
Well, UFOs, by the way, are doing far better with acceptance than Bigfoot, the Yeti, or the Loch Ness Monster. Pollsters
Or
found.
talking about Chris Chan with your girlfriend.
It's too bad to hear Nessie's down.
Yeah.
No one's buying
it
into
just
Nessie.
doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
You think they would have found him by
It's
now.
I feel like it's a man-made lock, right?
The Loch Ness?
The Loch
Yeah.
Ness?
It like
I don't
doesn't
know.
it
I don't know
doesn't
if it's
feed
man-made.
to the ocean.
Oh, well, it is landlocked, I think.
Yeah.
That's why
It's a
called-
landlocked
that's why-
lock.
Yeah, that's why it's called Loch.
I don't know. We'll see. Who knows?
The new acolytes are constantly exchanging ideas about extraterrestrial life online, often connecting with thousands of other enthusiasts on Reddit, Twitter, or Discord to discuss reams of government documents, video footage, and other evidence that there may be life beyond Earth. On social media, UAP has become a new buzzword among the internet savvy that's effectively replacing the acronym UFO.
Who wrote this? Sounds like written by someone who doesn't understand anything about anything.
Wasn't it written by Chip Cutter? Isn't that his other
Yeah, Chip
article?
Cutter wrote this one too.
Oh, that makes sense.
From Columbus, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Looking out my picture window, hoping to see a UAP.
Yeah, why do they have to change every
Acronym
name
and-
for things?
Yeah, what's wrong with
It always
UFO?
gets
It means the
offensive, yeah.
same thing, right?
Yeah.
Unidentified flying object. What's UAP? Unidentified
Aerial
Phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Also, it may not be an object. It's more of a phenomenon.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
It's like disabled handicap. Give me a fucking break.
That's right. Come on.
But for most Americans,
Just throw them in the trash and let's move on.
throw them in fucking Benny and get on with it.
Yeah.
For most Americans, the stigma around believing in aliens or discussing UFOs is still out there. John Shabazian, a 43-year-old software engineer living outside of Seattle, says the recent congressional testimony of Grush and other former military officers convinced him it was worth taking the possibility of extraterrestrial life seriously. Still, one of his best friends threatened to stop going on camping trips with him if he kept bringing up aliens.
Yeah. Well, I think it brings it up because he's like, I think he got raped on one of those camping trips, my man. And that wasn't a UFO. I think it was your uncle, and stop talking about it.
Have you ever heard of the Allagash abductions?
No.
You know Allagash beer?
Yes.
It's a river up in Maine.
Okay.
And these guys, or it's like a lake or something. These guys in the 70s went camping together. There's 4 buddies, and they were on the boat, like fishing at night, and then they saw a huge shiny light, and they all woke up the next day, just like on their campsite, and were like, what the fuck happened?
Missing time.
And then they didn't talk to each other for like months because they were weirded out by it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of them started having dreams separately of getting anally probed. And they just had these nightmares that their assholes were getting dug into by aliens.
Damn.
And they finally started talking to each other again.
Yeah.
And they were like, you've been having those dreams? Dude, I've been having those dreams.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So-
Turns out they just had a few fucking Allagash whites.
They had too much Allagash, yeah.
yeah.
And then they made each other Allagash whites, if you know what I'm talking about. Come.
Wow. Quote, a lot of people still think aliens and flying saucers are the stuff of fantasy. he
That's
said.
bullshit. They're real.
Thank you, Joe.
They probably need to see a UFO land on the White House lawn before they'll be convinced.
Damn. I hope that doesn't happen.
Wake up and smell the roses.
That's a no-fly zone over there.
Yeah. That's probably why they don't land there. Mm-hmm. They're real, dude. I think they're real.
I think they're real, too.
They're real, but it sounds like I couldn't care less if they're real or not.
If aliens come to Earth, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah?
They're going to make us slaves, and if I know anything about history, being a slave fucking sucks.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
I'm not
sound
doing
fun.
that.
You think if they got all the way over here, they would need us to be slaves?
That's
Don't
what
you think
Stephen
they-
Hawking says. They won't be nice. So
Well, he's not very nice from what I hear recently.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Rumors about him.
Yeah. Did you hear the actual thing that he was into, apparently?
No.
I don't know if this is made. I heard this like verbatim, and someone said it wasn't a joke.
He's into
But
Sonichu?
Did he like Sonichu?
I think I heard that he liked
Chris Chansonich.
Watching like little people like try to like do math equations on a chalkboard or something.
Well, I mean, he's only human.
No, I don't like that. Get him on a little
I thought it was
stool.
gonna be way worse.
Trying to reach up really.
The chalk is so big in their little hands.
Yeah, but he jerked off to it. It's crazy.
Oh, that's what he jerked off
How
to?
did
No, I don't.
jerk off?
Well,
You
it's somebody.
can't move.
Somebody did it.
He jerks off with his little clicker thing.
Moves his cock.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's him jerking off, dude.
Wow.
Jerking off is a state of mind. It's not
Yeah.
a physical action.
No, I disagree, but that's an interesting thought.
Joe,
Though.
well,
Yeah.
Joe's very into tantra.
Yeah, we'll get into it on the next pod. We're running out of time here. But that's it, Tim. Those are the stories that you already knew all about. And
It was nice hearing him again, though.
Yeah, it was great. What a treat having you on the pod.
Thanks
What
for
a treat.
having me on.
Thanks
This was
for
a great
stopping
time,
by.
boys.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to plug? You plugged both your podcasts.
I will
Plug him again.
You
Yeah.
can listen, of course, to the Great Hang podcast with myself and Micah Fox. You can listen to the Tough Questions podcast with myself and Jeff Sheen. If you live in St. Louis, Missouri, I will be opening for Tom Takar in St. Charles.
Fuck yeah.
The 22nd to the 25th. And if you live in Missouri, specifically St. Louis, go check out my buddy's new restaurant, Stu's.
Go
Go to
Shout
Nate.
out to Stu's.
Shout out to Stu's. Go check out Nate Burrows' new restaurant, Stu's. Nate Burrows, good man, Jewish.
Jewish.
Yep. So go check out his fucking new restaurant.
No tunnels in St. Louis.
And follow me on Instagram at hot_comic69.
That's right.
Yeah, follow Tim. Check out all his podcasts. Very funny guy. That's it. That's the end of the show.
That's the end.
Like and
don't-
subscribe
Yeah, don't
to the
forget
show.
to like and subscribe,
and
all
subscribe.
that shit.
Send
Tell
us-
your friends.
Send us your stories. If you got a good one, send it to us. We'll read it.
Yeah.
And I'm Joe, signing out.
And I'm Trent, signing off. Bye-bye.
Joe
We don't know how
Trent
to end it.
out.
We've never known how to end.